You're watching KWWL. We've got you covered. This is the news at 6.
In Evansdale.
The case has truly resonated with one woman in our area, once a kidnapping victim herself. Jonna Williams was riding her bike in Waterloo on July 4th, 1994, when she was kidnapped and sexually assaulted.
Now, a few days later back there in 1994, authorities charged this man, 32-year-old Dale Viers, with the crimes. He was convicted in March of the next year, and in May of 1995, Viers was sentenced to life in prison. Danielle Wagner talked with Jonna Williams about her horrible experience and how Jonna hopes something good can come out of something so awful.
That's absolutely right, Ron. You know, it was a normal day in July when Jonna Williams was abducted. She got permission from her parents and was simply riding her bicycle to meet a friend for ice cream. Along the way, a man asked her for directions. When he said he couldn't hear her, Jonna went closer and he grabbed her off her bike. After taking Jonna to a secluded spot, assaulting her and threatening to kill her, the kidnapper ended up letting her go just a couple of hours later. Jonna now speaks out for victims, spreading a message of know your impact.
I don't want what happened to me to go in vain and to have happened and then nothing comes of it. I want something truly good to come of it.
Jonna Williams of Waterloo was kidnapped and assaulted 18 years ago. Now she speaks out on behalf of victims and spreads a message she calls Know Your Impact.
Know the impact that everything that you do and say has on another person, because this one event, this one, seemingly in the grand scheme of things, this few moments in my life transformed me completely.
Williams will never forget what happened to her, but
something I had to let go of.
She has taken something that's been a horrible experience and tried to make a positive out of it, and that's easier said than done.
The case of the two missing Evansdale girls really hits home for Williams since she too was taken from her bike. In this age of social media, she really hopes people think twice before posting any negative comments about the victims' families, or law enforcement.
They're re-traumatizing and they're re-victimizing, and they're everlasting. For every 10 people that said, you know, I support you, I care about you, I remember the critical things that people said to me and my family.
Williams hopes everyone keeps the girls in the public eye, but in a positive way, as her life was greatly impacted by one man. She reminds us all, everything we do or say affects someone. Jonna Williams is in the process of writing a book. She's almost done, but she's waiting for one last piece to her story. Jonna actually wants to sit down with her offender to better understand the impact people had on his life. But as of now, Dale Viers has not agreed to meet with her. Back to you.
It's an incredible story, Danielle. I mean, so many things in life are connected, and whom among us is in a position to judge anyone? I mean, that's the situation, particularly with the missing girls case right now. Dale Viers, by the way, he's being held at what they call the Fort, the Iowa State Penitentiary, serving his life prison term in Fort Madison. And as with so many, Jonna Williams is hoping the missing girls come home and they're able to work through, like she has, what happened to them. Once again, the number to call to give any information you may have about the missing girls, Elizabeth and Lyric. The tip line manned 24 hours, 319-232-6682. There's also an 800 number for Cedar Valley Crime Stoppers. It's 1-855-300-TIPS. Interestingly, today, authorities